Hi, this is Steve Chippy from UMPCportal.com, and I want to do a quick video. This video is WiBrain B1 unboxing, fresh in from Korea, straight through customs this afternoon. Still completely sealed up. I haven't opened it up yet, although I have had a few weeks ago very short hands-on with the WiBrain B1. It's an interesting device because it's the same sort of style, form factor as the Round Digital Everrun, which is one of the most grabbable UMPCs I've ever used. Slightly wider, but it's got the same 4.8-inch sized screen, but it's got a split keyboard, a whole host of other specifications, so it's going to be interesting to see how it performs. Design-wise, it's questionable. Some people like it, some people don't. The early images we saw were very retro styling, and I have some reservations myself about the style of it myself, but we'll see what you think. So let's get on with the unboxing of the WiBrain B1. Okay, let's get the Swiss Army knife out. It's 1 week before Christmas, so it's great to get a new UMPC before Christmas, because this one will carry me through the holidays. Because right now my personal favourite, the Round Digital Everrun, is in England, and I haven't been able to use it for a couple of weeks, and I've really been missing it. So the fact that this device is a similar size but higher spec is going to be really interesting. Oh, okay. What have we got here? This is a Christmas card from WiBrain. That's very nice. Thank you, WiBrain. Have a joyful Christmas with loved ones and good cheer, blah blah blah. Very good. Warm regard. That's very nice. Thank you, WiBrain, and that's Cherry Joe from WiBrain. So they're off to a good start already. And that's the way to do it, isn't it? So it looks like this is a retail packaging. So let's zoom in so you can have a good look. And so there's the case. That's going to give you an idea of how big it is. Yeah? So let's go straight onto the device, and here it is. That's the WiBrain B1 in black with the split keyboard, and as always it's so much smaller than you imagine, so much smaller than it looks on websites and in images, and I've even had hands-on with this one. I still didn't expect it to be this small. Okay, let's put it to the side 1 second, see what else is in the box. Okay, we've got here's the kind of strange battery, two-sided battery. Capacity wise it looks like about 30 watt hour, so comparable with Samsung Q1, Samsung Q1 Ultra, Medion UMPC, Gigabyte U60. They all have the similar capacity. So that, I guess, is going to net about 3 to 3.5 hours usage time. We've also got here VGA port, adapter that goes on the docking port. We've got the power and a small power adapter, well, not very small, but actually quite light. And that is a good 12 volt output, so that makes it useful for in-car use. There you go, there's a close-up view of the WiBrain B1. I'm just going to unpack the battery and we'll put that on the back. See how heavy it is. That slots in like that. There's a little clip there. That pops the battery off. I'm looking for the SIM card slot actually. Anyway, let's go around the device. We'll take this plastic off. There we go, that's better. The screen is a very smooth 4.8-inch screen, so hasn't got a matte finish, and as you can see, a fair bit of reflection. So let's stay on the fascia, and you'll see immediately it's got the split keyboard. Now this is not like the Q1 Ultra. My feeling is the Q1 Ultra keyboard is really just a marketing keyboard. People wanted a keyboard and they needed to get it on the spec list, so they stuck the tiny Q1 Ultra keyboard on it. Let's get a close-up of this because this is important. Now look at the difference. The WiBrain B1 keys are much bigger. And we go to the other side. Very much the same size as actually a bit bigger than the Pepperpad 3, which was very usable. Now they have a little rubberized finish, so they're not slippery, and they have a definite click, more of a click than the Nokia N810. And I think, because I've used the split keyboard quite a bit, and I find it perfect because in this two-handed mode, where you're browsing, you don't have to move your hands at all. It's fantastic. You've got the touch pointer here, keyboard here. It's all there. There's none of this holding it with one hand and tapping the screen or tapping the on-screen keypad or having to flick a sliding keyboard open. This is actually a very productive thumbpad configuration. Now, of course, in terms of style, it kind of messes it up because it makes this device much wider than it would be without the keyboard. Let's do a quick comparison. N810. So there you can see that the N810 is much smaller. And the N810 is a device people will be looking at, I'm sure, when they look at the WiBrain. They'll be looking at the OQO Model 02, they'll be looking at the Everrun, and they'll be looking at the N810. They might even be looking at the Arcos 605. Right, that is already 8 minutes of video, and now I want to keep this YouTube length, so in the next 1.5 minutes let's quickly go around the device. So, down on the bottom left here you've got a keypad with page up, page down, left and right mouse buttons and directional keypad. You've also got a rocker switch, which I assume is multifunctional, or maybe it's volume or screen brightness, we don't know. This is a thumbpad, of course, and it looks like it has scroll bars on the right and bottom. Now that is useful. People that have used the OQO Model 02 will like that and know about that, because it is the left-right scrolling action is very important. USB host port, so your normal USB port. We've got Wi-Fi on-off switch here on the top. This is the on-off switch here, and we've got 1.5 minutes to go. This is a 1.3 megapixel camera, single-sided, so it's facing the user, so it's for Skyping and stuff like that. Nothing else over the top. We've got some indicators here, 3 indicators, standard indicators, air vents, and then let's move over to the other side. So this is the left-hand side here, waiting for focus, and we've got headphone, microphone, hold button, and DC input. Now there's no SD card slot in there, and there's no SIM card slot, but there is at the bottom a docking port. There's also a reset button just here. On the back, as you saw, that's upside down, is just this strange battery, and on the inside there's pretty much nothing there. I can't see any SIM card slot, so HSDPA is going to have to be the type with the integrated SIM card in it. Okay, that's a WiBrain B1 very quick unboxing, and of course I'll be tracking this, putting my comments and thoughts up as I go on umpcportal.com in the forum. So join me, ask questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Also keep an eye out for jkkmobile.com. He's also got one coming, and I think it's going to be within 12 hours of me doing this video. So, thanks for watching. Steve Chippy from umpcportal.com with the WiBrain B1.